In this basic tutorial of an assembly, I'm going to take an example of nut, bolt and washer. I'm also going to show you how to demonstrate each component separately by taking the different scenes. And also the end product, what we are going to get is a drafting, because it is very important to demonstrate what we have actually done. So in this, what we are going to take is a Boolean numbering and also the sectional views and naming, definitely. Next project what I'm going to take is on surfacing, doing the surfacing of a basic component mouse and helmet. The next what I'm going to take is application of the kinematic on a simple drawing that we have made by using some 4 to 5 commands specifically. So let's get started. So let's begin with the tutorial of making nut and bolt assembly. We draft step by step. There are basically 3 components which together makes the assembly. These are bolt, nut and washer. These 3 assembly together I am going to show with the assembly drafting and along with the individual drafting one by one. So first we'll do the part modeling of the nut, which has dimensions of 40 outer diameter and 10 thickness with M20 thread. This is the very interface of a CATIA. It will show this the product design as a default, but we don't need this, so we need to go to the part design. So we'll first go to the start, then part design. Now just follow my steps what I will do. So this is the interface of a part design. Now we need to select one plane where we are going to draft our nut. So what we'll take one shape that is hexagon, because this will give the exact dimension of a nut what we need. Now we need to take the rough dimensions. After this, as we know all the dimensions which I have told you before, like outer diameter it is like 40 and in thickness is 10 with M20 thread. Basically this we can take as an M20 thread, but right now what I'm doing is taking diameter 20. So now what we have to do is a pad command. So this will give you the nut shape exactly what we need. So I'm shifting this to 10. We can put it manually, but just I want to show you with preview how it looks. So now this nut is made. So what we'll go for is now the drafting part. So we have to go to mechanic design drafting. We have to take A3 sheet because it's a default used in many industries. So first we'll take the front view because we need to show the basic shapes which should be demonstrated before. Click on the any part of the section of this nut. It will show up us directly. Now again what we need to do is take the projections one by one. This will give the side view, and also this is the top view. Now we have to take the isometric view. This will give the clear picture about how the component is been drawn in the part modeling section. So this is what we have now. So this is enough what we have made, but we have missed out the sectional view. The section to demonstrate it, I directly took the section view option, and there we can show. Now what we have to mention is the dimensions. These are the dimensions which I have told you before. Sorry, I didn't have any PDF file to show you exactly how the dimensions that we need to take before the part modeling, but anyhow you'll get to know. So this is the section which it is shown like A section. From here only it has been cut and been shown there. The last setting what I have made to make you visible how exactly the part will look. So this is our nut. So what we need to do is name the parts because it will make visible later on for the assembly. Now the next part what is required is we can take either bolt or washer. So we'll go for the washer because it's the easiest one. Again I'm taking the bisect plane. First we'll make one circle, big circle, then later on another one circle, taking from the same center. Now we'll define the dimensions as it is given. Like I have not given the dimensions, so it is 20 for the 22 for the outer and 42.5 42.5 for the outer, and the inner one is a 22. So this is what washer will look like, and we need to give 5 as a the thickness to the washer. These all things that we need to design it in design handbook and we'll get it there. Now this is the next part. I will name it like 103, part 103. Now what we'll have to make is the bolt, last section. What is required? I took the XY plane because this what we need to do is make the half of the section, then later on what we'll do is revolve. So this is what the basic idea is. It's a little bit complicated because we have to make like some arc. From that arc it will give the real picture about how it has to be exactly. Now that this I have selected one axis from which we need to revolve it so that we'll get a full bolt as a later result. You have to define the dimensions. So what is this dimension? The check on the dimensions what I'm giving is it may vary for some other companies or based on the projects what they will get. So I don't want to discuss the dimensions exactly. If you want to create the same project, then you can refer to these dimensions as for your practice concern. What this is or what the drawing what I have. Made. Now we need to revolve it. So finally we got the bolt which is required. Make it to the 360 degree as it has to be complete. I would have used the thread, but right now is like I wanted to show you exactly how the assembly is made. So this part is enough. So these are the 3 parts which we have made. What we need to do is now is the assembly. So I have saved it like individually somewhere. Now what we have to take is a product. Now these 3 what we need to have is have to clubbed into one. So I'll call each one by one by clicking on them and taking it to the product. This is what we have now. So we have to adjust the position. We'll take just a simple manipulating tool into the exact direction what we need to show them. So this first will demonstrate what all part we have used. Before doing assembly, we need to show the part which we are going to assemble one by one. I will hide out all the unnecessary axes and the planes which were shown. I will align it to the axis, and then first is the axis, then later on face to face. Yes, this is the perfect assembly that we needed. I will check on the object that we have made. So what we have required is, like, we must have done any cuts over there. So what we'll do again, we'll go to the part which we have made before. So here only we can do the editing if it is required. I'll just make us one rectangle, then it will just cut through it. If I'll take the pad command, it will directly this dimension is roughly 5. I've taken it from the center. Do the pocket command up to the next, and make it like mirror on both sides. So this is now the perfect picture of a bolt with assembled with nut and washer. So we'll go to the A3 sheet again. We'll get to the product which we have made. Go to the window, click on the object. So this is the part. Now this is the assembled part, but we need to show the different components. For that, we need to explode this. We'll go to the assembly window. Here the display will be a little bit different. Now take this axis, this UCS icon. This will like move the component in the direction which we required. What we have created is a scene actually. So now what we'll get in the same window, we can take the scene and it will be shown like what we have prepared before. So these are the components which we have used to give the person what we have created a perfect idea with all the dimensions. Now we have to number it. Total part we have used. First we need to demonstrate the projection like top view, side view. This is the section view which we have taken. This is a very shortcut method for numbering. Automatically it will number the components which we have used. So you cannot even waste a little of the time by seeing all the components. Just go through my video, you will get to know. Change the font as it has to be visible. Similarly for this also, we'll go to insert geometry, then boolean. We can take the point and put it where exactly it will be visible very clearly. We can bend it out by taking this option. Now it is visible clearly. This is what we have made. The complete picture of an assembly what we have required for the nut bolt and washer. This is the exact drafting which is required in the industry point of view.